Music, it doesn't matter how limited, because if that's the case, then AC/DC suck, really, at the end of the day. If this is about playing and this is about how good you are technically and everything, then fucking Angus Young should have retired a long time. And AC/DC plays the same first position of a... all open chords. It's the first chord.
And it's so good.
And it's so fucking good. It's brilliant. It's genius. They are the quintessential, the best. They are arena rock, the first and last ever of all fucking time. Why? Because in arenas, it's supposed to be that. It's supposed to be ga da da, ga da da, because that's how big it sounds in the arena. They're one of the greatest bands of all time. But why are people so fucking still stuck on like making fun of artists and making fun of guitar playing people like it's an Olympics? It's not a fucking Olympics. You have to really appreciate the culture that somebody's in. It's okay if you don't like it. I don't mind if somebody says, I don't like Poison. I don't like C.C. DeVille's guitar playing. But when I see somebody say like, he's the fucking worst guitar player, is this whatever, it really hurts me. It hurts me, and I can understand, we can sit here and take it apart and say like, okay, maybe he's not the most, he doesn't have the prowess and everything else, but they're missing everything else about that band and about what it was. It's culture. There's a reason why they're doing it fucking arenas. There's a reason why they have hits. They're connecting with somebody, and that's all we hope for. So when somebody asks me, even till this day with More Than Words, they say, hey, was More Than Words a blessing or a curse for you guys? And I go, why? And they have a good explanation. I go, well, you guys, as fans sometimes, or as journalists, we feel that you guys were known for something you weren't, and something that they thought you were. Was it a curse for you to have that, break you or not? And I'm like, let me see. More Than Words is a hit, on one hand. More people listen to the rest of our stuff. We get to do more albums, tour the world, be all over the radio, more singles, have a career, maybe have more hits, keep going. More Than Words isn't a hit, and I'm working at Burger King.
Nuno, that's an amazing, that's really an amazing story.
You know what it is? It's belief. You know, I was on the radio at KLOS the other day, and it came out of my mouth, and sometimes I surprise myself even till this day. You always learn more about what you're doing, who you are as you go. You're never done learning, and you're never done doing decent guitar solos, apparently. You're never done writing songs. It's ageless. Rock and roll is a fountain of youth, and it should be that way. But I was saying it out loud, and I said that I believe. That's it. It's just, you believe. What are you doing here? What are you doing in this fucking room, really, at the end of the day? What, are you fooling everybody? Are you doing it because it's for the money? You're doing it as a job? People can see through that shit. They can see the love and the passion that you have, and that's why they watch you. That's why you have the viewer. That's why I want to be here. I don't want to fucking be here. I reached out to you, by the way, everybody at home. He didn't reach out to me. The first time you know why I reached out to this prick right here for the first time? Is I was following him, and I was, all the stuff he was doing was great, but I literally DM'd him asking him, all these little fucking, what do you call it? 1 minute lessons? What do you call them? The quick lessons. Quick lessons. So every time a quick lesson came up, I was like, yeah, that's great. But do you hear what you're playing? Do you hear that there's a song there? Like, what the fuck are you doing? You can't throw that away. Like, I want to write that song with you. Like, what do you do? All these amazing chord progressions and stuff. Didn't I ask you, go, do you write? What do you do with those? You throw them in the trash? Like, what are you doing? I want to write songs. Like, because I'm always after the next greatest song. And you're like spitting them out like fucking nothing, you asshole. Like, oh yeah, this is just a quick little lesson.
I'd like to take a second to talk to you about this channel. This is actually Rick Beato 2. I've had it since the beginning of my main channel, and many of you are not subscribed. As a matter of fact, 87% of the people that watch this channel regularly are not subscribed. So I encourage you to hit the subscribe button on this channel and on my main channel. This will help me get even more of my dream guests and help continue to grow both channels. Thank you.
But seriously, you encompass, this is your culture. I came into your world. This is your culture. This is your home. This is your studio. This is not 2023. This is you going back to when you were a kid. You're a kid sitting in that chair. For real. Always. And that's what rock and roll is. Rock and roll is people can make fun of Bon Jovi having trouble with his voice live. People can make fun of even McCartney right now. McCartney's what, 304 years old doing a 4-hour show, and somebody goes, yeah, I saw him, his voice wasn't quite well. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
He's 82.
The guy's 82 and he's still doing a 3-hour show, and we're still treating it like an Olympics? He doesn't have enough catalog to be dismissed or to not have a good, oh my God, like, we have to stop this. We have to start supporting the people that are still doing it, and the rock and roll that's still going on, and people like yourself and stuff like that are passionate about what they're doing. And you know, it's at the end of the day, it's just like when somebody says to me like about the throne of Eddie's thing, I say, look, when I do this, I may sound humble most of the time because I am, but if you really want to test me, and if somebody says you suck, I'm like, I didn't do the Rise solo, or I don't go in and play this stuff to hope that Eddie likes me. I go to take him down. I want to take the motherfucker down. I want to take Brian down. I want to take fucking Paige down. I want to take them all down. I have to believe that. I have to believe that to be able for you to have me in this fucking chair. You know what I mean? It's like if I didn't believe that, I'm not doing it. I hope he likes it and whatever it is. I wanted to come up in that room so I can go, what do you think, motherfucker? Come on. What do you think, huh? Come on. You know, of course.
I think it's pretty good, Nuno.
Yeah, but I respect him. I respect him, and he's a god to me. But if we don't believe that we can actually go after our idols, then what the fuck are we doing here?
Right.
What the fuck are we doing here song-wise? What if I don't think I can ever write who the fuck is going to believe they can write another song after the Beatles, any Beatles record? It's impossible. But when you did write More Than Words, and you do end up having 3 days with Paul McCartney because you're doing the Grammys with him, and he does bring it up to you quietly and peacefully, I mean, what else is there?